Hey guys, Sean here. Welcome back to another Frugal vlog. Hope you guys are doing well, taking care. We're headed back into the train night market today. Another food one. I was here a few weeks ago and I only scratched the surface, and I am feeling like having something different for dinner tonight. I've been eating street food basically for the last month and still enjoy it, but every now and again you just want to get something completely different. And so the market opens from Thursdays to Sundays, and it starts at around 5 p.m. I think it runs till midnight. So it's Thursday for myself. So I thought, why not? Let's just go and enjoy. I don't have a set budget for today. Last time I was here, I gave myself a 200 baht budget. I'm not doing that today. We're just going to go have some fun. If I spend too much money, I spend too much damn money. It's the new year, and I deserve a treat. My dinner has arrived. I've eaten a little bit of it. I'm in the train night market and I'm just enjoying the meal. Nothing fancy today. I ordered myself. Okay, why? This is an omelet on rice. Very simple. Egg, rice. I put a sweet chili sauce on it. And this is it's a rib bone dish. I can't remember the name of it. It was written down. I'm an idiot. So I'll put it it'll be in the description anyway. As you can see, I've had a little bit of it, and there's a reason for that. I recorded a little bit already, but again, like as per usual, I failed a little bit too. So my apologies. And I'm actually kind of glad that I screwed up, because I wasn't being very cohesive with my conversation. So I just wanted to kind of get things out in the open. We had a lot of new people show up. Last week's video got a lot of eyeballs on my channel, which I was not expecting. So I keep forgetting that people really don't know me. Why I'm doing this, why I sit here and have dinner. So we're going to start off with the purpose for these videos. On Sundays, what I like to do, go out and have a meal, sit down, have a conversation, talk about my week, and it reminds me of being back home with friends and family and having a meal. So this is me having a conversation with everybody I know. That's what it is. So I know it's not everybody's cup of tea to have a dude sitting and eating, but initially when this channel started, it was just my friends and family watching. My mom lives in the United States. She kept on asking about food. But it's so good. We have this little saying, she will sit on my shoulder when I'm having a good meal. So this is for that. You know, so I can sit, have a conversation, be myself, eat the food, enjoy the food, and this is delightful. Omelet and rice, 50 baht. The rib bone soup was 100. I needed this today. I've been eating street food, like I mentioned, for the past month, and I love it. But every now and again, it's just nice to sit down, relax, and, you know, even though I'm not in an official restaurant, I'm in a night market, I'm sitting down. I'm not in my room yet having dinner. And this is nice. So, the last video kind of stirred up a few things. Nothing bad. But a conversation sparked some comments, and I realized that my breakdown could be misconstrued for what was going on. So, a bit about myself. Um, from Canada, spent about half my life there and half my life in the United States. So, I've bounced back and forth. I've done a lot of traveling. I wanted to come to Asia for ages. So, for the last while, I've been trying to save up money. In August, I had decided that I was going to leave in November and come to Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia, Malaysia, and do a tour. I was going to resign from my job. I'd have a savings set up, and I was just going to go. Almost to the day that I made that decision, I was pulled into a meeting at work. I worked remotely, and I was informed that my department was being shut down. We were all being laid off on November 1st. So that kind of coincided with what I needed. So I was given a severance package. I had some money saved up. I had some hours saved up. I had some vacation saved up. So I was given a nice little tidy sum of money. My initial plan was to just come travel and had a budget for what I was going to spend. Well, when I was given the money as a severance, that kind of changed my thoughts. And I thought, let's see what I can do with that. How far can I stretch that? How far can I travel? How long can I stay? And, live an interesting life, visit countries, and not just go and do the Western stuff. Try to get absorbed in the community, the culture, and everything that I can while I was here. So when I got to Thailand, opportunity arose for me to get a little apartment, and I set that up as my home base. I was looking at doing that in Cambodia or here. So when I found it almost within days of getting here, I thought, okay, well, here we go. The adventure starts. So my intention was to spend the first month in Bangkok, wander around, get used to the city, get used to making videos, trying to build a workflow so that I could get things done. The intention was 2 or 3 videos a week. I'm now up to 4. And I'm having a blast. But my breakdown about my costs and how much I'm spending here was not intended to be this is what you need to live on when you come to Thailand. This was a breakdown of what I'm doing, how I'm doing things on a cheap, how I'm able to live what I consider a comfortable life for myself. Thailand is an amazing country. The street food here is amazing, and it's always something I've wanted to just dive into and enjoy. That's exactly what I'm doing. So, my $3,000 baht a month apartment is no frills. It is just a studio apartment. I have a bed, a computer desk, a table, a wardrobe, a bathroom with a sink. It has a toilet, shower, and a sink for washing up in. I have a little balcony and I have aircon. It is your basic. And again, doing this on purpose. Now, I could spend 4 times as much in an apartment and have a lot more amenities. Have a gym, have a pool, all that kind of stuff. But I don't need it. My days are meant to be wandering around the city, and I'm enjoying it. And this, outstanding. I asked for it to be not spicy. I'm still dealing with a dodgy tummy. I had a papaya salad that was a little too spicy. I'm still paying for it. And that was like 2 weeks ago. So I can still have spicy food, but just not as spicy as I was having it. I'm easing myself back into it. So, um, yeah, I erred by not, you know, clarifying my intentions for that video. It was basically just a breakdown of what I'm able to do here very economically. Do I recommend it for anybody else? If you're okay with, you know, an inexpensive studio little apartment, I will say this. The area is super busy. Like, the street food here is insane. It's a lot of fun. I have a blast. There are cars and bikes and trikes and motorcycles outside all the time, but I don't hear a thing in my apartment. The only time I had anything that was, you know, not even annoying, but just sound that was above the ambient noise in my room was on New Year's Eve when the fireworks went off. And that was nuts. I didn't go out for it. I stayed in. But I sure knew when midnight was. And it was, I think it lasted like 10 minutes, 15 minutes or so. That was done. And then I went to sleep. Nothing. Like, honestly, I don't hear a thing here. So, I can't say that about when I lived in Toronto or in Florida. The noises in those cities is like insane. I think it has to do with the construction of the building, obviously. When I go outside, it's a cacophony of noise everywhere. You know, not that it's a quiet city at all, but the place I'm at, it's nice. All the people I've met in the area are really pleasant. They're lovely. I know I'm a guest in this country, so I try to treat everybody with respect. You know, I do my best to try to communicate. I fail. Pull up my phone, and I use the translate option. I've asked for help from some of my friends that I've made here. Like when I got my SIM card for my phone for the next month, I couldn't figure out how to attach the phone numbers to it to the app that I was using. And so I asked one of my friends for help, and she was like, "Oh yeah, you just do this," and boom, it got me up and running, and it made sense when I did it. But sometimes you have to disassociate your Western brain when you're here. Because even though you think logically like it would be in the West, things don't always do it that way. And then you realize we should be doing things the way they do it here. I find that a lot. So yeah, I just wanted to clarify things. I'm not, I'm not trying to make guides on how to live in Thailand, or I'm not going to be that guy. My intention is and will be to go and explore, find random things, have fun, eat a lot of food, do a lot of walking, and just share it with you guys. Try to keep it simple. You won't see me having like a video where I go to 15 different restaurants and a whole bunch of food, and you'll see this one place, or maybe walking around a market grabbing a few things. But again, we're one person, so it's harder for me to do that kind of thing. I would love to, but This is all I got. So I have wanted to have this. I think I saw Mark Wiens had this in a video years ago. He had like this huge giant stack one. And I was like, man, that looked like fun. I knew immediately that I wouldn't be able to eat that much. If I did this again, I would go medium size. I think it was like a difference of 80 baht. And yeah, I would do the omelet again too. Bottle of water was 10 baht. I almost got a soda, almost got a Pepsi. I asked how much it was, and it was like 75 baht. I think you get a big cup of it. So again, I shouldn't be drinking soda. So when I heard the price, I was like, yeah. I can get a lot of fun little foods on the way out of here. I'm gonna grab some stuff too when I'm on my way out. But so yeah, I want to apologize to anybody if you were offended, thinking in the last video that I was trying to preach about how to live and live cheap in Bangkok. It was not my intention, so if it came across that way, I'm sorry. I'm still learning this craft. I'm 55 years old, traveling alone, and I'm learning as I go. And yeah, I'm having fun. I hope, well, yeah, I know it's showing because my mom has said a number of times that I look happy. And I am. I'm a lot happier than I was when I was living in Canada. The funny thing is, losing my job and staying in Canada, if I just stayed and tried to get another job in the current economy back home, I probably could have gotten a job, but it would have paid a lot less. I would have been miserable within a few months again. And I would be dealing with winter. I have a friend of mine that's staying in my apartment back home. And he gives me weather updates all the time. Send me pictures of the apartment. And yeah, I will choose the 30-degree weather here in Bangkok over that back home. And yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna finish eating and I'll go wander around. Dinner came to 160 baht. So like I said, 100 for the rib things, 50 for the omelet with rice, and the water was 10. And it was delicious, and I'm full. I picked up a couple of little egg tarts for my walk home. Well, to have when I get back. I got up and I'm like, why would I think I wanted anything else to eat? Because that would be just silly. I did realize that I started to talk about something and then completely skipped it. So if I decided to stay in Canada after I'd lost my job, then done the whole thing of, getting new job and, starting the process of trying to save money, I would have ended up having to deal with a long winter, and I wouldn't have done this. And I would have put it off and put it off and put it off, like I've done a number of times. I keep on finding excuses not to do this trip, or I was. Now that I've done it, I'm kicking myself for not doing it sooner, to be 100% frank and honest. It's probably one of the best decisions I've ever made. The more I save while I'm here, the longer I stay. And it's very simple economics when it comes down to it. So if you're curious as to why I'm doing things the way I am, that's it. And plus, I like to think that you can have a ton of fun. You can have great adventures. You can view things. And it's not the money you spend, it's the memories you have. Some of my favorite memories are of trips where I didn't have 2 pennies to rub together, but I went on a grand adventure just because the opportunity was there. And I'm so happy that I have done that yet again, because that's why I chose the name the Frugal Wanderer. It was an intentional thing. I am a frugal man. I do like to wander. So I do want to apologize if the video last week came off incorrectly. Like I mentioned, it wasn't my intention at all. I have Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, the current schedule. We'll see if it goes daily. I was intending to go to Chiang Mai this week, but things kind of got in the way, so I moved that to hopefully next week. We will see if I can take care of it and do it. Fingers crossed. If not, it'll be the week after. If I'm unable to make it to Chiang Mai, there are a couple of little places I would like to go to, and we will see. But again, if you are interested and you like my content, feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. There will be a video over here, one of my other ones, if you are so interested. But I'm going to wander back home, eat my egg tarts, and I'll see you soon. Take care, buddy. Bye.